We have a team here that's going to do multiple briefings today and tomorrow that's actually going to talk about opportunities to serve in the SFAB. The SFABs are basically brigades started up to go out and do an advise and assist mission, and they're 100% voluntary, so we go out in the Army trying to find the right people to volunteer. So any soldier that volunteers for the SFAB, primarily they're going to do their job, their MOS, but with the goal of making them a subject matter expert. Most soldiers that volunteer to come in the SFAB are already pretty well versed in their MOS, subject matter experts, but once we bring them to the SFAB, we try to make them subject matter experts to go out around the world and advise. We have a lot of attributes and traits that we're looking for in soldiers, but the big thing is be able to operate on their own. Discipline, to be able to take limited guidance from their chain of command, and to be able to, work with a different culture, go to a different country, and think outside the box of what we usually do in the regular Army. Every soldier that comes into the SFAB and they're going to be advisor, they'll go to the Combat Advisor Training Course, which is at Fort Benning, Georgia. It's a 28-day course. I call it our Advisor 101, to where we get everyone in the same sheet of music, give them the core competencies to be advisor. Once they're complete with that course and they're at their duty station where the SFAB's at, then there's a wide range of MOS schools that we can send them for career enhancing. We currently have 5 brigades. We have our first SFAB at Fort Benning, Georgia. Our second SFAB is at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and they're currently deployed. Our third SFAB is at Fort Hood, and they're full right now, but they're getting ready to deploy and replace our second SFAB. We have a fourth SFAB at Fort Carson, and our fifth one, which just stood up, is at JBLM up in Washington State. Currently, their first deployment for each brigade will be to Afghanistan or Iraq. It's going to be about 9 months, but contrary to what we usually do when we deploy a brigade, the SFAB's designed to, 12-man teams to go out on their own and in bed with our counterparts. So say Afghanistan, that 12-man team is going to go out into their area of operations, possibly live out there with them in an austere environment to be able to give day-to-day advise and assist capabilities. Pretty simple process to volunteer. There's only a 4087 that needs to be signed by the first 05 in chain of command, and then there's a form called a SF600 where that soldier needs to go to their provider, their PA, and they're going to do a background check in their records to make sure they're deployable to CENTCOM environment. It takes about 10 minutes, not a full physical. Once both those forms are done, they'll send them to our SFAB recruiting team. Basically, they can Google Go Army SFAB, and it'll bring them to the Facebook page or to our link. They'll send both those forms to that link, and then that starts the process.